Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. It went by in the blink of an eye, as it always does, not a surprise. Hi, Michael. You're the first one here. Happy holidays. Hope you had a good New Year's. Good morning, Helen. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning, everybody. I'm excited to be painting this morning. I couldn't quite decide, as always, what I wanted to paint. I was thinking about a bird, but actually I went back to the peony that I think it might be the same one I posted. I found them. We went on a little road trip over the weekend and stopped at a Trader Joe's, and they had peonies. And I need to do a large commission of a peony, so I treated myself. I just ordered some to be delivered here, and I cannot wait. I'm like ready for peony season. I know we gotta wait all the way through winter, but I can treat myself to some peonies in the middle of the winter, right? So everyone's doing well. I hope you had a great holiday. Let me turn this around. Right here it is. And I think I'm going to paint these peonies. Good morning, Ellen. Buenos dias, Jackie. Mom muchacho. Buenos dias. Good morning, Ellen. So I love how like cool this painting feels. That green's going to be a little tricky, I think, to accomplish. We'll play with it, but it's not like just your traditional like sap green. It looks a little, I don't know what it looks a little cool. And I love the coolness of the peony, and they feel like there's some browns in here that I'd love to capture just ever so slight, and kind of in the shadow areas, that purple is so pretty. So I'm going to start by mixing my colors. So let me pull this. Good morning, Carol Ann. Hope you had a great holiday. Gosh, it went by fast, didn't it? Such a whirlwind. It's so crazy getting ready for everything, and then I feel like it takes us forever to put everything away again. So I'm going to start with my reds. So I have my magenta. I'm going to mix my colors down here and then put them up. I'm trying to make a habit of having nice tidy piles of color. Not real sure why. That's just so not me, but I have been trying to be more tidy with my art. And if any of you are in my Inspiring Art group today at 11, I'm going to do a session on goal setting for 2024. So I think that's going to be fun. I hope so. Sometimes goal setting can feel a little overwhelming to me too, but I do think it's important to at least have a few goals, a few attainable and a few pie in the sky kind of goals for the new year, or anytime. You could do goals anytime, right? It doesn't have to be at the new year. That's really pretty. All right, I'll put that there. So those are nice shadow colors. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to add some of my permanent rose, which is like my favorite color. If I had to pick one, that would probably be it. So I do need that. I'm going to keep some on my palette knife, and then I'm going to pull in, this is this is Gamblin's Radiant Magenta, to lighten that without having it go too light or chalky. And I love that, but I feel like I need a little more of it. I almost feel like the pinks in there. Well, I do have this more purple. I can always shift it a little more purple if I need to. A little more violet. And now I'm going to add a little more of that and add some white in. So I'm going to clean my palette knife off before I grab my white paint so I don't get it dirty. I guess dirty's not the right word. I don't shift the color by what's on my knife. That's pretty. and even lighter. Do it again. So, did everyone have a great holiday? Well, I guess we did this last week, so just New Year's is the only thing that we had happened since I last talked to you guys. Mine was fun, but I'm kind of happy for the holidays now to be behind us and move on to other things. I'm going to add a little bit. I have this radiant, oh no, you know what, this color, I just saw this laying here. It's called Orchid. It's a Vasari color. I'm going to add a little bit of that into my white. So I have a little bit more of an orchidish. I need a little more white, clean. Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep this. And then add white into that. So I kind of have two different whites to play with. I love shifting whites ever so slightly and then playing with adding them into the painting. Yeah, that's nice. I love that. Just see how slightly different those two colors are. Now I need greens and some neutrals for my background. So I'll start with a dark green and see if I can get that to shift. Well, that's great. I'm just going to use that right out of the tube. And then I want to shift that. So I got now, and I want to see what it looks like. This is this fun color that I have called Jade Green Extra Pale. So I'm going to add a little bit of that in here and see how that shifts the color. I might need more of the darker. That shifted it a lot, didn't it? Ooh, but that is nice. I do like how that... Love it. And now that I think about it, I need a little brown for my stem too. So maybe I'll add a little bit more of that in there. That's a really pretty color with the pink, isn't it? Now I feel like a little bit of that is okay, but I need to neutralize it. I feel like that color, or desaturate it. That color is... a little more dominant than the greens in the image. So because it's green, I'm just going to add just a touch of red to it. Maybe another touch. Should have cleaned my knife before I did that. And then I'm going to lighten that a little bit. I guess with white. Let's see what we get. Oh, that is nice. Right, I think that's good. Then I need to shift that a little bit to a brown. I have like I think it's a sienna up here from yesterday. All I did yesterday was a little 4x4 painting. Oh, that's what I need for my I have a little stem in there. Do a little bit more of that. And I do like, there's a little bit of color like that on the petals. So I'll just put that right there. I'm going to clean this up where I'm working. Because I need to do like my background colors. And I did want a little bit of a reddish kind of, I have a little bit of there was just a touch of like reddish brownish. Look, those colors are a little dry. That's pretty. A little kiss of a brighter reddish brown color. All right, I'll clean this off again. So where's everybody listening from? For joining me early in the morning. I do have a little blackout here. I feel like the color above and below is kind of a cooler gray. We'll see how this shifts. Good morning, Allie. From Salina, Ohio. Lori Baker, 88. Oh, that's really nice. I think I'm going to put just a little bit of ultramarine blue in there. Mechanicsville, Virginia. Oh, that's really a nice neutral gray. I'm going to keep that, and then I'm going to make that lighter. Anaheim, California, having a craniotomy on Friday. Ugh, I don't even know what that is. That does not sound like fun. I hope it goes well. I feel like I need to warm that ever so slightly. Ooh, that's pretty. Hi, Laura. Laura says, good morning. Happy New Year, Kim, and Merry Christmas. I missed sending you a Christmas greeting. Hope you had a wonderful holiday with your family. I sure did. I had all my kids home on Christmas Eve and for Christmas Day, so it was perfect. So much fun. We had a house full of people, and it's a lot of work, but I do love that. All right, that's nice. And then I want to make that even lighter. I need more white. It's a beautiful palette. I feel like this needs to go even more white. What did Ellen say, Michael? What did I miss? Allie, Happy New Year. Irma. Oh, brain tumor. My gosh, I hope it goes well. That's so scary. Voice distortion. What did I miss? I missed a lot. I was too busy mixing here. All right, I'll keep that, and then I'm just gonna, this pure white, for that down at the bottom, I'm just gonna do a touch of this crazy jade green in here. I feel like that's white down there, but it's got like, I don't know, a skew of a color. And isn't that beautiful? So that's what we're doing. That sounds fun. Sometimes I completely guess colors, and I try not to be precious about making them perfect. Painting with that, like that, what's the Munsell color system, like that is so intriguing to me. I love all those little color chips, and I always want to try it, but I think it would stifle like the part of painting that's creative to me, which is the spontaneousness of seeing what happens when you just sort of play with things. Do you know what I mean? That's like a very thought out system of how to mix colors to be perfect, and perfect is not something I'm hardly ever going for. Or let's just put it honestly and say never. Like, I don't want things to be perfect. I don't like perfect things. I mean, I don't dislike them. I enjoy them, but I don't make them. So sometimes I'll do like a solid color in my background. Today, I think I'm going to go a little more true to what's in the because I don't want like pink coming through at the bottom there in this particular painting. I don't feel like that. So, all right, now I'm just putting down my transparent colors. So someone said at yoga last night that it's only, I don't know what it is, like 90 days till spring. I was like, well, it never feels like spring, but they said, well, but it's the part where the days start to be longer, which I do love that. So we're on our way to that already. We're past that curve of well, we're not. We still have to get past where the days start to get I love that that's dark, but you can see it kind of glows in there. So I'm kind of seeing where my darker areas are. Not being exact at all. So did anybody do anything exciting for New Year's Eve? Anything unusual or pattern. We actually went bowling and it was a lot of fun. I'm terrible at bowling, but I enjoyed it. Terrible might be a little bit of an understatement. That wasn't a transparent color for my green. Let me get something else. Now there's a petal up here, kind of looking where this placement is. I might bring my petal down just a little more like that. But a little more of just a tiny bit more of a swoop because it feels a little rigid. I don't want it, my vase. So yeah, now it's that time of the season where I've got to like go in and undo all my holiday shop on my website and kind of spring cleaning, winter cleaning, I guess is what it is. I think I'll do a little maybe purple or no, I'll do the blue. I haven't had any purple in anything I mixed like true violets. I think I'm just doing blue. And I think I'm going to try and do this whole painting with this big paintbrush, not go smaller. I find myself lately, I've been starting to use a smaller brush. Like old habits, like after a while I'll start to find myself doing something that I've kind of taught myself not to do. So you just have to forgive yourself and move forward and try and change it again. But I find that a smaller brush loosens things up a lot. And then just a very little bit of kind of have that in the wrong spot. Do a little bit more of where my darks are just so I know. So, where's everybody? What's everybody having this morning? Are you having coffee or tea? I need to think of more questions to ask you guys. I'm having my coffee and enjoying it. This is all much darker on this side. I've also got to move. I have a Christmas tree that I have all my like little ornaments on my mantle, and I love it. But that's where I do all my photography, so it was hard to photograph these flowers because all my Christmas decor was in the way. I've got to put that all away now. Did everybody clean up from Christmas already? It just takes us forever. There, I think that looks lovely. Ellen says hazelnut coffee mixed with mushroom. Oh, 2 different together. Susan, thank you. She said, already looking good. Happy New Year. 1,000 good health and wellness. Same to you. Irma's having coffee and cream. Me too. Transparent colors are so pretty. I agree. I love them. Just wiping out just a little bit, and then I'll get my pigment sticks. I think that's good. I don't really need to fuss with that. I don't think it's going to help anything. Okay, now let me do a little bit of pigment sticks, not a crazy amount. Allie says I've been slow with the decorations. Me too. Jackie said, it always amazes me how fast your paintings look amazing. Haha. Well, thank you. I don't need a lot of this. Janice says, I'm hosting Christmas gathering this Saturday, moving it to a luncheon due to the snow forecast. Oh, I heard that, but I don't, is it really supposed to snow or just, I can't imagine, well, I can't imagine it'll stick because we really haven't had, like the ground's not cold, is it? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of nice. Irma says, me too. My decorations don't come down till after the 6th. Well, my husband has a thing that he's done forever that he tries. I think because he loves to ski and he always wants it to snow, that he doesn't take down our outdoor decorations or turn the Christmas lights off until it snows. So if that would happen, that would be okay with me because sometimes they're really up for a long time. He would love that. Maybe I'll put a little gold in there. My gold is really soft though. Where's my gold? My gold's messy. I'll just do a touch. Where did I think? Oh, in here would be kind of cool if it shows up in those little. And I'll just do a touch of my, and I have a pink that I've been using a little bit too lately. I'll use a touch of this, maybe just in here. I always like to have one pop of this color. Might get covered up, but might not. And my pink. Well, how many of you guys eat pork and sauerkraut for New Year's? I think that's like a Pennsylvania Dutch thing. Mike made it for the first time this year, and it was really good. Usually my sisters made that tradition. Oh, that's good. I think I got more on there than normal, so I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll find out. I'm just cleaning up my transparent colors off of my palette. My big brush, having a sip of my coffee. Oh, and Lost Sound, so totally haven't de-decorated. Jackie, you went away and still decorated everything for Christmas? Carol Ann, 7 inches, are you kidding me? On Saturday. Oh my word. I need to look at the weather, I guess. We don't take the tree down until the 12th day of Christmas when the wise men arrived. Oh, that's a good reason to take. But then the Boy Scouts can't take the tree. Oh, that's nice. Ellen, boy, my thing wasn't scrolling. I missed a lot. All right, I'll start with my darker colors. Using the big brush. I'm going to try and do very intentional brush strokes. Always try to do that, and I just forget sometimes. Might just put a little bits of green up there. Yeah, Jackie, tell us about your adventure. It looked absolutely amazing. What a trip of a lifetime. So cool. I'm still entirely not sure where you were, but it looked really, really cold. Really, really cold. But it looked like you had the proper attire for it, which is usually half the problem, right? Be dressed properly. Sorry, I kind of stopped talking. I think this kind of goes in here a little bit more because that's a separation of two different peonies right in here. I guess I'll bring this over. I can always lighten the background a little bit if I need to. There's a little dark here. So fantastic. Lots of penguins, beautiful scenery, and family time. That's so neat. Those penguins were, and seals, right? The penguins were so cool. So cool. So I got just a little something there. Let me get that off. Yeah, that was great for your picture. You're so good at photos, Jackie. That was certainly wonderful photography inspiration. Seals and whales as well, including a baby killer whale. Wow. How big was a baby killer whale? Huge? Maybe a little too green there. I don't want to do much more than suggest this vase. Sometimes that's a bit of a trick. Michael said, when's your next trip? I need to know so I can start packing. Yeah, Barb and Michael and I were all teasing her that we're coming in her suitcase the next time. I know Jackie's fun to travel with. I feel like this color up here is a little too dark, so I'm going to lighten that a little bit. It's drawing my eye a little too much. Can you talk about those sticks and then the advantages of them? So the sticks that I'm using are called RNF pigment sticks. And they're actually oil paint in stick form. So they just have a little wax in them that allows them to, stay in that stick form. I like using them because I feel like they loosen up what I'm doing. Like I can't be precious when I'm using this fat thing and coloring on. So it's fun. They're fun. And I think that color popping, I try to let some of that show in the end. And I feel like that gives the painting personality. I mean, to be completely honest, I think I just do it because I think they're fun. But that's why I do most things that have to do with my art. And, as I'm thinking about setting intentions for this coming year, I want to have more fun. That's a big intention. Because I feel like that's what it's all about for me. It's like when I paint, it's my most relaxing time. It's when life kind of stops. I would like to paint more than I do, but for now life's still a little bit busy. But I love I love for it to be fun. I think that's what makes a better painting too. If you're having more fun, it shows. Like if you're working on something and you feel like you're kind of caught in it and you can't move forward, that's why it's good to sometimes put your artwork away for a while and come back and look at it with fresh eyes because you're not in that zone where you're having fun. It's not always fun. It is a lot of work to learn to do it. But I think the learning part can be fun too. Sip of my coffee. It's 8:30. We're still good on time. So I generally paint the dark to light Not entirely, but pretty much. I'm going to use a little of that cool, creamy, greenish color that I mixed. This vase has a little, this is, oh, Jackie, this is the, those, when we were in New Hope in that store, when we bought you bought a whole set of these. Well, they're actually champagne glasses, but I wanted it to use it as a vase. That's what this is that I have my peonies in. I forgot about that. I want to go back there to New Hope. I love the shape of that. Yeah, Jackie got a whole set of these. Oh, that's a little dark. I'm going to go lighter right here. When we painted the candy canes, the pigment sticks really worked and added so much whimsy to the painting. Yeah, I love when that happens. And you don't have to use them in every painting, but they do add whimsy. That's a great word for it. I think that looks pretty good. I don't want to overwork that vase. I want to keep it simple. My background, maybe just smooth out a little bit. Oops, sorry. Clean my edges. Yeah, I like it. All right, so I can go to my more dark shadow areas of my peonies now. And then I ordered another set, getting packed to start. Oh, yes, that's a great idea to take them to Sanibel. Oh, how fun. Off to your next adventure. Yeah, they'd be perfect at the beach. That's what I need to do, a commission of seashells, I think. And I do have the photos of your seashells. And my niece went to somewhere down there and had more seashells that I got, so I need to do another photo shoot this week. I love that blue right there. I don't want to cover that up if I can help it. I just want to take my time. I'm not being precious about exactly every petal. I just want to get, like they say, you want to get the feel of the peonies. You want the peony-ness. Yes, that is seashell heaven. Well, I've never been there, but I have heard that that's seashell heaven. And I saw Jackie's and photographed her seashells at her house, and they're gorgeous. That goes a little dark in here. So peonies are so complex, and it is kind of tricky to look at it and try and keep the simplicity of it. Like, I'm kind of squinting at it and thinking about where my darkest darks are, but not getting precious about every petal by any stretch. Like, not even kind of thinking about where every petal is. I just want to get the essence of it, not get lost in looking at every single petal, because that would be tedious to me. That's that little... Your reference intimidates me. It is, yeah, Janice, it is very complex. It's true. And I don't know why I love painting peonies so much, because they really are complex to think about, but they are my favorite, like hands down my favorite flower to paint. I mean, I love a lot of other ones too, but if I had to pick just one that I could ever paint, it would be a peony. I think I love simplifying the complicated, but but if a flower has a lot of little teeny tiny things happening in it, then I don't enjoy that. So I don't know what the difference is. I think I just love the way peonies look, maybe. Have you been to the Steyer Peony? Laura, yes, I went this past peony season and absolutely loved it. I'll definitely go back there again this year. It was amazing. It was just fun to walk through all those peonies and take photos, and so neat. Get a little of this light. Little of that detail. I'm just getting that. It's like a hard edge in there, and I don't want to have that. Maybe just this little line there makes that more realistic, I think. And I love that some of my pigment stick colors are showing in there. Anita, it's in, like, I think Chadsford. It's down toward like Winterthur and Longwood Gardens, in that area. I go to different places in that area, but I never like directly go through that area, so I don't know how it's all connected. But it's definitely worth the drive. It's not that far away from us. When we went to the peony farm, we went to Elizabeth's, which is a restaurant that they used to have it in Rehoboth, and it's yummy. They make pizzas, and they're all named after different famous Elizabeths. And I've always, what did I do? I got this green here. How did I do that? So that was a fun treat. So if you go there and get to go to Elizabeth's, that makes it even better. Now that's just a little. Can't quite get that to suit me. That's better. That's better. Okay, I think I can start to go a little bit lighter. That's super dark, right? It's fun, very dramatic. I think I could start to go with my lighter colors. Need a sip of my coffee. No, wait, I'm thinking about the lights are what I most look for. Yes, putting in the lights. It's hard to be patient and wait to do that at the end. But I do think it's pays off to be patient and wait and do them at the end, the lightest lights. But, yep, I don't even need to touch that anymore, I don't think. Hi, Ginny. So that's, okay, let me do this one. And that's good. I like that glow in there, so I don't really need to fuss with that one either. I do see a little bit of white in here, though. Sometimes I have white showing where I don't want it, and then I just have to go and gently cover it. Just blend it a little bit. Like this little tiny light spot right there. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. I have just a little bit of gold right there. I love that too. I'm just gently looking for where all the lightest lights are. Oh. Ellen says, like a stoplight in Italy, the top flower is more of a suggestion. Yes, that's right. In Italy, are they all suggestions, the stoplights? I guess so. Just a suggestion. Love a good suggestion. Without any hard and fast rules. Keep that blended a little bit right here, just slightly blended. I don't want to get precious, but I love that a stoplight in Italy. So I'm having trouble talking and thinking, especially at this part. I take my time more and think more about what I'm doing when I'm at this stage in the painting. I'm trying to do very intentional brush strokes. And I'm also looking for where, like, I don't want this white showing here, because sometimes then when I go in with my light color on top, it'll get, I'll forget about it. I always get lost in the middle of painting peonies. Yeah, you do have to concentrate a little bit at this stage of the process. This is very light, and we have a really cute little light spot right there. Peonies make you think, and if your brain passes out. Too much thinking. I'm good in the mornings, but not so much later in the day for all of the thinking. Oh, that's another light one right in there. Let me got a little white there. With a flower like this, impressionism is the best way to go, as it's too complex to look realistic, in my opinion. And I think that it, like, all the fun comes out of it when you're trying to be that realistic. I know that people do paint peonies that are super realistic, but and like there are days when I think, oh, maybe I should try that, but I don't know. I just love trying to get my style to be more and more loose and spontaneous. So that would probably set me backwards if I did that. I used to be very realistic in the way I did watercolors, and because I worked in advertising and marketing, I used to have to do like marker comps back in the day and make things look perfectly what they're supposed to be. And like, I don't want to do that anymore. Kim, have you ever painted a peony in watercolors? Ellen, I don't know if I have. Oh, Jackie, I can't simplify them. What, Anita? It's just practice. I think you can. It's just practice. Yeah, I don't know if I have painted. I haven't really painted in watercolors in a long time. Someone was just talking about watercolors to me yesterday. Oh, I know. At yoga, my one friend went to the Brandywine Museum, and some of the Wyeth paintings are there, his abstract watercolor landscapes. And I thought, wow, that'd be fun to go see that. I bet I would love it. And it made me think, maybe I need to get my watercolors out. I don't know if that'll happen though. See what happens when I set my goals for the year today. What do I see that's not quite right? I think I could go a little lighter still. It's 47. I still have time. Just paint. It's beautiful. No need to talk. Thank you. I have it harder. Layers of color. Has to dry. Yes. Painting with watercolor. Yeah, you have to be patient and take your time. But I also like that process too. Have a great new year, everyone. See you on the other side. Yes, you too. This needs to blend in here a little bit. Acrylic too, at least for me. I don't like paint wet on wet with acrylic. Yeah, that is a whole different beast. I'm still kind of learning acrylic. I do enjoy it. Like, I've been working in my sketchbook, and I was actually playing around with something before I started this morning. Yeah, and it's like you kind of have to guess when you want wet on wet and when that's going to work to what you want, and then when you don't want that. Learning that a little bit with acrylic. But I really love jumping back and forth and doing like oil painting and then acrylic painting. I do enjoy that because I think one informs the other a lot, at least in my process. All right, do I see anything else? Let's blend that a little. What do we think? Is it okay? Does it need any kind of oomph? I don't want to overwork it. Or is it still something? I like my blues in there. I think I just could use a little more white, and then I might be finished. Like that. Irma says it's beautiful. Thanks, Irma. little dark in here. Whoops, that is not good. I needed that. I would lighten up the area around the dark. Oops, where'd that go? Thank you, Irma. Lighten up there around the dark middle a bit, like right in here. This is pretty light right here. What do I have going on right here? I have a little... Yeah, and now I think I'm changing it and not making it better. So I might need to stop. Yeah, I think it looks really fun. Bright and vibrant and lively, yes. I almost think I just need a little bit of this. And my little bit of stem. Oh, that's good. I'm not, see how it's not getting better, it's just changing, and that means I need to finish, so I'm getting my tool to sign. Okay, thank you. What a treat to watch it come together beautifully. Thank you, Ellen. So there's my reference image. There's, like, I love that glow in there. I love what, and those pigment, like the blue and the green, and even the teal, the turquoise-ish pigment sticks popping through there. And there is my... So I will, I always photograph this and then I'll add it to my website if anybody wants it. It'll be available shortly. And then I will add this to my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it again or try and paint it yourself, you can watch it there. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me, guys. It was fun, as always. And if you're in my Inspiring Art group, join us at 11 and we're going to work on setting some goals for the new year. So I'm looking forward to that. So thanks for coming by, guys. Have a great day. Thanks.